Hello, everyone, and welcome back to... Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Frontier Episode 14, a Star Wars show by Bad Form Podcast. I'm your host and Game Master, Ben Frisch, and thank you for joining us for our first live episode for Frontier.
Yeah.
Yep.
Very exciting. Some things that everyone should know before we start playing. We haven't played since June.
Yep.
And we ended in the middle of a fight.
It wasn't
I'm
a
sure you
literal
guys,
cliffhanger, but it was pretty close.
I will remind everybody where we were before we start. With that being said, that if I do a Ewi-Catastrophe to kind of end the fight, don't be mad at me.
I don't know if we're allowed to use that.
What's the Tolkien
Probably
estate
Christopher
gonna sue me?
Tolkien would be really upset.
Oh, no, he didn't say Ewi-Catastrophe. He said a Ewi-Catastrophe.
Ewi-Catastrophe.
No.
Clever.
Ewi-Catastrophe? How have we not done that yet?
Because we used to have taste.
And then you brought me on the show.
Going forward, we're going to try different video methods, not showing our face. We're going to try to actually have maps that you guys can follow along with as we're playing. We're not there yet, but we will be, hopefully. No promises.
Thank you so much.
And I want to introduce a new player to the table of Frontier, the Game Bastard.
Oh.
You know, the Game Bastard's going to start easy. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, or else we won't have one anymore, and it'll be your fault.
Just leave it playing in the background, mute it if you want, just to get those views up.
It's part of Elon Musk's takeover of Twitter is that now we have to pay to keep our YouTube channel up.
Yes, that's it. We need more money, too. I don't know.
To beat
That
Elon
sounds
Musk.
good. Okay. So let's just start back in. Everyone roll a force die, and I'll give us a recap. 2 light side.
1 dark side.
Too late.
2 light side.
My God.
Ha ha ha.
1 light side.
I'm going to roll for the audience listening in.
They've
2 light side.
Yeah, that's what Chuck got.
So we'll take Chuck's then.
All right.
Sorry, Juice.
You better use them.
How many does that put us at?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 light side and 1 dark side.
Hell yeah.
Wait, is it 9 of ours?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not including the audience.
Oh,
are
Do
those...
they
8 for
use theirs
you.
separately?
Yeah, the
Okay.
audience will be using theirs separately.
Okay.
It is 8 light side points for you guys. Please use them.
Okay.
Like, I don't care what for, but just use them. Okay. So I took some notes after re-listening and doing all the editing for the last few episodes. We are continuing the search for Kadrau Lannick's killer on Telos. Orlin Kensington made a Deadlanite deal for the Republic, cutting in Moog the Hutt on the Prophets, and you signed as Senator Radahn. Do you remember that, Tim?
Yes, I do.
Okay. You continued your investigation, heading to the Brass Trough to talk with Suta Balu, the Nautolan advisor for Lannig Mining Corporation. Orlin had a bit of alpha male chest pounding with Tatoa Medora. Tatoa is the Zerka representative, and revealed he was not actually Senator Radahn to him because of a previous lie. Tatoa made sure to get your full name, Orlin, and it was very ominous.
I gave him a business card too. Well, I threw it at his
Yes,
feet.
you did.
So
Yeah. You spoke to Sutabalu, who revealed that Zerka is responsible for the assassination of his boss, and if Amarov does not take the deal with Zerka, he's going to be killed too. And just then, the assassin Hackler assassinated Sutabalu. Out of game, this was a consequence of Orlin and Tatoa Medora's previous encounter. So I want you to know that his blood's on your hands.
you open with that? Come on, man. I was so pumped to be a hero at the start of this episode, and you got to put that in my hands? Come on, man.
Oh, you guys are going to be heroes, all right. So now the four of you are fighting for your life against a very competent, force-sensitive bounty hunter named Hackler. He's a Miraluka. Abisu, you are hanging off the front of Hackler's speeder. Z3, you are sitting in the passenger seat of that speeder with your flamethrower pointed at him. Miggs has fallen off the speeder, and you were falling into the depths of Citadel Station,
I'll be fine.
but you were saved by climbing gear thrown by Orlin Kensington.
No way. Is that what happened?
That is what happened.
Oh,
With my
no.
backpack on my front.
Yep.
Which totally makes up for your other, stuff that you were dealing with.
I also have written here that Hackler is hamstrung, so he has no free actions.
I wonder who did that.
You're welcome.
Okay, well, we have a lot of Destiny points.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking we could use one to have Hackler shoot at me so that then I could use another one after reflecting it and close the distance to engaged.
Then we'll use the third one to save the rifle so I can take it.
Okay, yeah, that's a good idea.
Well, I mean, like I said, Ewi-Catastrophe. As all of this is happening, he's getting ready to point the gun at UZ3.
No.
When you see speeders with sirens and Telos security force written on the side surround your location. There's guys on the ground pulling up next to Orlin, who's sitting there holding the rope, and Miggs. And as Hackler sees that he's surrounded, he's going to put his hands up in the air and leave the gun in his lap. Like I said, I am not starting after 6 months in the middle.
This is a very good
This is
decision
fair,
that you're
yes.
doing. This is
Okay.
good. No.
Good.
Good.
Time to regroup.
How many people are around Orlin?
Oh, just I would say a small squad of security force.
Orlin, make an athletics so you don't fall off.
Would it just ruin everything if I tried to misdirect and hide myself from one who peeks over to see what the rope's connected to?
Well, I was also going to say that as the cops show up, Orlin's going to let go of the rope instinctively and point at Hackler and be like, "Arrest that man!" And then it's getting like rope burn from it, like sliding past his forearm, and then grabs it again.
As you re-grab it and it kind of pulls you forward, one of the TSF guards will grab you and wrap their hands around your stomach and the backpack and kind of fall backwards so you don't just get pulled right off into Citadel Station. So we're just going to kind of cut to Hackler slowly getting out with his hands up and him being thrown to the ground and cuffed.
I'm going to follow off the speeder with my hands also in the air.
You think you're being arrested too?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
So they take his rifle. Do we see them grab anything else from him on site?
No.
Okay.
They're just throwing it to the ground. The rifle will still be in the speeder.
Okay.
I'm going to grab that.
Would you like
Win.
to grab it?
I'm going to grab it. And
Can you do it without
see if
being noticed?
Yeah, do you want to do a stealth check?
Yeah,
That's
let's do that.
evidence.
See if the
They'll want
TSF decides to try and take it from me.
Well, you have a big ghillie suit you can hide it under.
Okay,
Yeah,
Just
no, I'm hanging.
stealth? Skullduggery?
Yeah, I'll give you skullduggery small objects in your hand.
Okay. Want like a coordination or a stealth check or something?
Just give me a straight up stealth.
Just straight up stealth? Okay.
And do it against a challenge and a difficulty. Do you want to use one of your many Destiny points?
You should.
Oh, yeah, I
Yes.
should.
Do it.
Yeah, I'll go with that. Okay, I'm going to flip one of those destinies. Okay, so
That's pretty good.
wait, 2 successes. That's it.
2 successes. So standing on the hood of the speeder as it lands, in the commotion of the officers kind of just dogpiling him and throwing him out of the speeder onto the ground, you just step into the front seat, and as you walk past, the gun is just no longer there. Like in your ghillie suit, you
Oh,
just
okay.
grabbed it. And
I was like, wait a second. Heck
no
yeah.
one would know it was missing.
Perfect. If they ask, check 4,000 stories down.
But I'm going to flip you back a Destiny point. I'm going to say that Hackler, his face is pressed against the ground. He's going to see you grab it.
Good. Good. He needs that.
Yeah. So we cut to the TSF officers helping pull the rope up with you on it.
Which would have been fine 5 years ago.
Yeah.
I'm going to come over the edge and let them help me and just assume, they're all just happy to have helped a Jedi. Mm-hmm. They're honored. Thank you. You're the real heroes. And kind of pass off and walk to Orlin.
Uh-huh. One that you pat, the female officer that you met in the TSF. I think she was a Zeltron.
Pantoran.
She was a Pantoran. Yeah. Amarov Lanik is waiting for you at TSF station, if you'd like to follow me.
We would. And are you guys, you're off the speeder, you have your rifle.
No, I don't. But yes, I'm off the speeder.
I'm going to wave them over.
I'm going to roll past Hackler and give him a rude gesture with a small droid hand and continue on with you guys. Yeah.
Is this the one who took my lightsaber and stuff? Or is that the
Pantoran woman?
Yeah, then I'll stretch my leg out because of the war injury that we
to
lied
trip
about.
Her?
No, because we lied about
just
my war
charade.
injury, and I have to keep this going, or else she'll think I'm a liar.
She notices you're not walking with a limp.
Well, I start.
Yeah, so you guys are just kind of huddled together. You've been given this information, and I'm going to let you guys kind of take this at your own pace, maybe regroup. You're going to see the TSF agents go into the Brass Trough Cantina and get a stretcher and pull out Sutabalu's body.
R.I.P.
I'm going to be super excited to see that you're safe and alive. Do small droid laps around him, just excitedly beeping that you're okay and not dead. Because I'm sure I just saw you fall off the edge. I didn't know if you got caught or not.
Yeah.
So I'm very happy you got caught.
I can't remember. Is that why you jumped in to the action? Because you were getting revenge? Or
I like that, so we'll say that.
Okay. Yeah.
But it's recorded, so there's proof that's probably wrong.
Yeah, so we follow them, I assume pretty quietly, because I don't think any of us are proud of our performance there.
I did fine.
Or our foresight for Amarov.
Orlin's proud.
Amarov.
Yeah, I want to give Orlin a big pat on the back and say, good job.
Well, do you hit like the open wound in my neck, or do you hit the other side? Because Orlin is still...
I don't know you're wounded because I wasn't there, so yep.
I think we did rather well for ourselves out there. I managed to hit my target, rescue the Jedi. What does the team say?
I just walk away now.
Yeah, you get the sense that I'm more of a talk about it when it's done kind of guy.
And it is done, though.
Yeah.
Argues with his intuition, I guess.
At this point, some camera droids from like the local Telos news station are kind of like surrounding you and kind of following you as you're walking with Telos security.
Orlin waves.
I'm a flip the hood up on my suit.
I'm going to give them as dirty of a look as a droid can give.
So
just,
blank expression. Yeah. So as you guys approach, say you had to get on a tram and you're approaching TSF's station, Amarov Lanig is coming out of the building, now with TSF security guarding him. And he's just going to walk up to you guys. And remember, Amarov is a Torgruda, very tired looking. You know, his father was just killed, so he's going through a range of emotions, and I'm sure he was just told about Suta as well. And he's just going to storm up to your group, look at Orlin, and point a finger. You made a deal with the Deadline contract without consulting me?
I don't step in.
As you can see, we have apprehended the assailant. And now that the threat to your life has been taken care of, open negotiations can happen without
Oh,
any...
so you got the guy who hired this man, did you?
We have significant evidence of who is responsible, and we'll take the necessary actions to apprehend them as well. But now that your
That's
life
great.
is no longer in danger...
Yeah. What the hell am I supposed to do now, Mr. Kensington? If I turn down your contract with the Republic, Moog is going to blame me, and I'm as good as dead, you know?
Trust in the
You've
Republic.
taken away my agency.
I think Orland's going to get a little bit mad.
Oh no. Do we need to flip a destiny point?
Yeah, we can.
To activate Orland's madness?
Yeah.
We can give him strain.
I think that the wound is aggravating in Orland's neck now, and he just keeps this smile plastered on his face, and he's like, well, you see, we're extenuating circumstances that were withholding us from securing the Republic's interests here. For instance, if you were killed before a contract was signed, well, then we'd be in a terrible position, wouldn't we, as far as securing those rights? So I did what was necessary until now, where we can sit down at the negotiation table again with clear heads. We can come to more agreeable terms if you'd prefer.
I don't even care anymore, you know? You got the last person I could call family killed. And you. You're the worst Jedi I've ever heard of.
I'm going to roll up to him.
I stop you, put my foot in front of your treads.
And the cameras are kind of surrounding your group. And he's just going to say, if this is what the future of this planet looks like with Republic intervention, then we're in for a hell of a time, people.
I didn't want to start off playing like this.
Yeah, this is
This
dark.
rough. Come on, man.
Well, you guys made some weird choices. I'm just going to say that.
Fair.
Yeah.
Fair. But not Amarov, this is Amarov. Sutabalu sucked, right?
Yeah, Suta was like, whatever. But he was an advisor, and he was looking out for the best interest of Amarov.
Okay.
He was trying to convince Amarov, like, just go with Zerka, or they're going to kill you like they killed their dad, your dad. That was his whole angle.
Yeah.
And then you guys roll in, and he's like, you know what's going to get Amarov killed faster than anything?
Orland Kensington.
Is a bunch of Republic guys scaring the Zerka representative.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, he wasn't a big fan of you for that reason.
Fair.
Yeah. So he just
Well, if that's a veiled criticism about me, I won't hear it and I won't respond to it. No, I think I'll just maintain eye contact with him and just take it, waiting for the next step, because he's not wrong. I'm not going to argue with him.
yeah.
That's Orland.
He's just going to try to push past you, and he's just going to kind of like shoulder check you, Orland.
Would you like me to make a resilience or anything?
That's an Orland choice. Like, you're going to see him, you know, he's not going to move. I don't think you're going to move. You don't seem like the kind of guy who moves.
Are there still cameras around from the news organization? Oh, yeah. Okay. Orland is going to elect to fail and is going to take a soccer style tumble down a couple steps, because I'm assuming we're like on the steps of the building.
Yes. Oh.
And then like get his hand on the wound a little bit and just like leave a bloody handprint on the steps.
Are you really?
Okay. Do you even want to roll for that? Like, I think I just want
We
to
should flip a destiny point.
It's so much. I feel like he should do a deception roll.
Yeah, give me a deception.
Okay.
You still have so many destiny points to play with if you really want to.
If there's three threats, he actually injures himself doing it.
How difficult is the deception?
Well, you're trying to fool the galaxy.
You're trying to fool the galaxy. at least the local news station.
Yeah, Telos has a really far outreach, what with being a ruined planet.
You know what? Just give me average on that one.
All right, so that's 4 successes and 2 threats.
Okay. For your 2 threats, take a damage. Like, actually hurt yourself. Rolling down the steps. But 4 successes, you succeed hard.
Like,
Do you want anything else?
the reason why I'm doing this is to like obviously put a spin on the Republic and just make it seem as if Amarov
They're weak.
Well, no, I'm making it look as though Amarov, is lashing out against these people who found his father's killer and, rescued it. And is just trying to put on like a sympathetic face for the Republic, who I'm sure doesn't have a lot of love out here, but try and win them a couple points. Yeah.
Yeah.
As you hit the ground, Amarov's just going to stop and go, really?
Orlin just smiles.
Ibisu, will you go help him up?
Yes, sir. And I'll make my way down and pick him up. Offer him a stim pack, I guess, since he's dying in my arms.
And Amarov is going to, step away from your group, go to the tram to go back to his corporation. But he is followed pretty tightly by Telos security. I'd like to say that it's more for Moog ensuring that his interests are met more than the safety of Amarov kind of deal. And, you guys succeeded down.
We won, but we don't feel good about it.
You guys, your adventures on Citadel Station are over for now.
So we're going to go back and pick up Brutus.
What an exit.
That's our next move, right?
Brute?
Yeah.
Brute.
Yeah. Haley did art of him.
Did you see
I
them?
saw the try.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Wasn't mad about drawing that one.
with all that, what do you guys want to do?
Is Yui on the ship?
Yeah,
Right
he was
now?
on the ship.
Cool.
What's like the general feeling of everybody?
I think we gotta start. If we're getting back in the role, we gotta start a new little journey, little mission. Get back to the ship. Give Orland a big Band-Aid for his boo-boo,
Yeah.
and then
Yep.
Do we
go
have any
from there.
unfinished business floating around right now?
I mean, we just got.
I feel like that's
Well,
for some
there's-
reason that station's popping in my head. Resh 21 or whatever.
Rush 23.
23.
Yeah.
Did we have anything we're supposed to go back there for?
Well, if you remember, Valak Gut Ripper.
Cool name.
It is a cool name.
It's a very cool name.
No, but it's like a really cool name.
Well, his swoop gang is gonna go assault Resh 23 with you guys.
That's right.
In exchange for the station themselves, which is a deal you made, and I don't remember if you told everybody that part.
That's right, because he was my contact. Yeah.
We haven't had a lot of time to decompress with that kind of stuff. I don't think you did.
No, I like one big revelation at a time, and last one was Hackler, so I'm just holding on to that.
How confident are we that Hackler is dealt with and not just going to like pop out of the security speeder on the way back to the station?
Yeah, can I jump in there with my impression of how I know Hackler from what we did before? Because I'm thinking here that unless he's dead, he's always a threat.
Yeah.
He will be bought out of the TSF's agency, or he will escape from them.
Yeah.
From the vibe I got from like what my experience was with him before.
Or they're just taking him back to his office that he has in the TSF security.
Yeah.
Or that, just taking it back upstairs.
Well, at this point, you guys are just kind of standing out in front of the station as the cameras and the guards kind of disperse, and you guys can make your way back. You can maybe go talk to Mo. You can, if you really feel like reasoning with Amarov, maybe you could just show up at his doorstep again.
That always works for us.
You can maybe figure out where Tatoa Medora is, if he's still on planet.
What now, boss?
That would be you, like, if you wanted to see this mission through, it's
Yeah.
finding Tatoa Medora.
Yeah, I think we will get back to the ship and decide if we stay on planet or go do something else.
So a silent tram ride back.
Exceptionally silent, yeah.
So you guys get back to the ship. And Yui's going to greet you like, just saw the news. Good job, everybody. You caught him. Or I guess TSF did, but you were there.
Yes, we did, Yui. And Orlin goes up for a high five.
Yeah. He's scared of you still.
Well, I am going to go get patched up. I think that we've done fantastic work here. Senator Radahn surely will be happy seeing as how we've secured the rights for the Deadlanite mining.
my God.
On to
Slow
the next,
down.
On to the next one, right?
Yeah, I'm just going to walk by and just kind of put my hand on Yui's shoulder and say, not right now, Yui. And then go to my room to put my gun away.
Your gun.
He's like, oh, okay. I thought we won. I did what you asked also. I was keeping a lookout.
Are you already gone, Abisu? So it's just me, Yui, and Z3.
Yeah. Does Yui understand binary?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So the list of things I don't know. The rifle, Yui's family situation on Telos.
Right.
My opinions about Hackler.
Your opinions about Hackler, or that you know him at all, right?
No, I told you that part.
You do have that. And do I know that Orlin signed it as what's his Senator Radahn?
Tim, do you have memory of that?
Not off the top of my head, but I think like with the way how Amarov was reacting, I think that it could be implied that it was
Right.
Orlin signed it in a way that it doesn't matter what name, it was the Republic.
Right.
Yeah.
And then also you don't know that you're basically hiring a swoop gang to help you take a station, and that you have to give them that station when you're done.
I don't realize how many secrets I've had until you list them.
Yeah, it's a very long list.
I'm going to write these down.
I'm just grabbing at the contract, trying to see it.
Chuck says, I remember that Colin kept trying to see the contract shortly after it was signed. So.
And he kept asking, how did you sign it? I don't think Tim ever actually gave him a straight answer.
No, I
Yeah.
It like to you guys, I did not. To Ben, it is signed as Senator Radahn in a well forged signature.
Right.
Which you know how to do for some reason, which is
It's as if
will
I've
be
been
useful.
plotting this man's downfall for the years I've been a lackey.
Point is, we need a family meeting. I know there's things we have to get to first, but I will go over the intercom and say, Orlin and Abisu, whenever you're ready, sooner rather than later, please, return to the cockpit.
Roger.
Think
And
as
I'll go up right now.
Yui and I are walking down the hall to the cockpit, I'm just jabbering his ear off about how I held a flamethrower up to a guy's face and was just telling him about all of the action, just super excited like a child.
Yeah.
Telling all
And I
these
think,
stories.
I don't know if you remember, he's kind of like, about droids. So he's
Is he?
like, yeah, cool. Yeah, all right. Well, it's good talking to you.
Well-
and then you guys walk into the same room. He's like, damn it.
I'm not gonna notice that.
Yeah.
Yui, have we had any outside communications?
Yeah, we've had a couple. I had to lock TZ11 in a locker over there because she kept trying to delete one, saying that it goes against the mission.
Orlin sits up in the medical bay.
I'm gonna hold out my hand
Oh.
for a high five from Yui for locking TZ in a closet.
And then I will nod you over to release her?
Yeah.
Okay. I'd like to see that one first.
Yeah. Before you unlock her from the closet.
Oh, I'm gonna take my time.
Yeah. It's going to be an encrypted transmission that just says, if you want help bringing Tatoa Medora to justice, meet me on Bonadan, the Pale Moon Casino, Pazak Table 6. I will be waiting.
And then TZ scrambles out and tries to
Yeah.
cover up the hologram.
You open the door and she looks down and goes, oh, it's you. And then walks past and just turns it off and says, no. The corporate sector is off limits to all Republic vessels. I cannot allow you to go, and if you attempt, I will have to turn you in.
I want to walk in right before she started that little tirade.
And you! And it's not Orlin. She goes, never mind.
He points with the fixed arm.
What's that about?
Well, I guess we'll never know. And she starts typing away with her one hand to delete
push her
it.
back. Push her. Well, she's only got one hand
Yeah,
right now,
she's
so
just-
I
Is
push it out of the way.
there any... Will she, like, send, like, oh, my robot got turned off, that kind of message to the Republic?
No.
Can I sneak up
No,
behind her?
but I stop you there too. This is chaos, and I'm not thriving.
This is not Jedi.
Yeah,
This is not wizard.
TZ, this is not your.
No, that is not wizard.
So she's trying to type away, and you push her back, and she
Push her
goes,
back.
Master Jedi, please.
Do you have clearance to delete communications?
She checks her programming. No, I do not.
Stick to that then.
Fine. And
I'm
she's
okay
going to take some steps back and quickly turn and walk out of the cockpit.
As she walks past
Where are
me,
you going?
And then it closes.
as she walks past, we go tell her Orlin's in medbay. He wants to see you.
Oh, that's great.
I just keep picturing the arm again.
Yeah, just the one
Is the
arm.
other one
hot on
still
stuff.
welded to the hole?
Yeah. Yeah, on the top of the ship.
On the top of the
is
ship.
TZ's arm.
Really.
Oh,
Deal
Z3.
with that too. I assume that was encrypted, Yui.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. We'll put a pin in that for now. Then what else do we have?
Senator Radahn's been calling every few minutes since the little news report popped up. I've just been ignoring him.
It's an in character chuckle. Well, frankly, that's probably Orlin's call to take. So I think you're doing the right thing. Just maybe let it ring. Don't actually screen it.
Yeah, but I figure I'm making him mad, which is he can take that out on Orlin in a way that I can't,
He could also, stop us from getting paid. So
Good point.
that's it. That's all the communications.
Yeah, that's all I got right now.
All right. And I assume you would have told us any more comings and goings from
Oh, yeah.
the hangar. Okay.
I've locked it down.
Thanks for doing such a good job.
Yeah. About this Pale Moon Casino, though.
I take it you've been?
Oh, no. Never been to the corporate sector.
Okay.
At
Probably
the
good.
sound of him getting excited about casino, I'm just going to cough and look at him as remember your kids.
Yeah. And he's just going to go up to his hammock and just kind of lay out and just listen.
I turn to Abisu. So, you were away quite a bit. We didn't really get to talk much about certain things, and I nod with my eyes towards Yui. Is there anything you need to tell me?
Yui asked me not to say anything to anyone, right?
What?
Yeah. He's
Yeah.
like, don't tell the others.
Okay, yeah. All I can say is I think Yui's taken care of for now, and I wouldn't worry about it.
I look up. Did he hear that? Or is he busy? His magazines and toys.
He's peeking over his hammock, and as you look, he's going to sink back down.
And about this hackler, are we just make his list of enemies?
Yeah, I'm afraid that the only way we'd ever be safe from Hackler now is if he's dead. The kind of people that hire him are the kind of people that buy TSF agencies.
That's not really our purview on the current mission.
I'm just warning you that we left an open end, and he may come back later.
Orlin, at this point, do you want to walk in with a back to patch on your neck?
Yeah, that works for me.
Yeah. Unless you wanted to have a dialogue with TZ11.
Well, that was my thing. Was does TZ stop me?
Oh, like on your way up?
Yeah.
No. They said, "Oh, Orland's in the medical bay." And she went, "Oh, cool." Like, and just,
She's done.
I
with
hope
us.
he's having fun.
Yeah, you hear him like for a few steps before he comes in because he's kind of dragging one foot for no reason.
Because you actually hurt yourself on the steps.
It's like it's something in the ACL. He doesn't know what, but yeah. So Orland just comes in and is just like, what's the?
We've received communications, and I play the one TZ tried to delete.
Yep. You get the same info. Bonadan or Bonadan.
TZ reminded us that we're not allowed in the corporate sector.
Can I do an underworld check to see if I've ever heard of this person before?
There was no name attached.
Oh,
It
okay.
was just a location. Bonadan's the planet. He wants to meet you at the Pale Moon Casino, Pazak Table 6.
And after that, there have been multiple calls from the senator. Would you like to take this?
Well, I suppose there's no holding it off then. And Orland physically rips the back patch off of his shoulder and throws it on the ground, and then goes over and calls Senator Radahn.
Yuck, Buzz.
Slaps himself around a little bit to look even more beat up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'll click the button on the table to.
Who is
answer
actually
the-
going to be in the hollow?
Just the two
No.
of us.
Yeah.
Just the two.
As soon as you say you're going to call him, I'm going to leave.
Okay.
Am I staying? Can I?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll say that, or I'm going to act like I'm going to leave, but then quickly as the door's closing, stay inside and hide behind something.
Okay, you can do that as long as I totally notice.
Okay. Okay. Fair. Deal.
Orland Kensington.
Greetings, Senator Radahn.
I can't believe I'm about to say this.
Job well done.
Very well done, Orland. You managed to snag a Republic contract from those simpletons.
Miggs feels like he's going to be sick.
Yes, no, I mean, honestly, we couldn't have asked for better circumstances to try and ram something like this through.
I see now that you are serious about coming back to Coruscant.
Well, I didn't want to seem overly eager, but, when there's a will, there's a way.
Well, Orland, as I'm sure you know, a normal Republic servant would be promoted immediately after securing such an important contract. But we both know you're not a normal government worker.
I understand there's a bit of a climb to come back into good graces, but I hope that this is a prime example of the work that I'm capable of.
Yes, but every senator in Congress remembers what happened with your community outreach fiasco. The peoples of the lower levels of Coruscant have long memories, and it will take a great deal of effort to gain their trust back.
Which I'm sure the Republic is
Frankly,
working on themselves, and I'm just trying
Senator,
to...
we can we get some... Can we talk about the mission, please?
By all means, please.
This seems far from over. Amarov Lanik is not happy.
What we have the contract. As far as I'm concerned, it is over.
Yes, rights are secured.
Master Jedi.
If Amarov perishes, the contract will still stand in legal circles.
Okay.
Are you just like rubbing your temples so hard that it's just turning
Yeah, I
white?
think I'm gonna walk away myself now.
Master Jedi, are you okay?
Yes. This is not the way I'm used to operating, is all.
Okay, then what is the outcome you're looking for?
I don't think we've found a name for whoever hired the killer. We don't know what's going to happen to the killer once we've left him with planetary security.
If it will ease your mind, Jedi, then I give you permission to investigate this on your own time.
I think about my calendar for the next 3 years, and it's just on this ship doing missions.
As long as you're not doing something for me, then I can't stop you from finding this killer.
Very well.
Which you will be very excited to know, sir, that we are currently working on gathering a sort of ad hoc strike group to take back Station Resh 23.
I look at Orlin.
It's in the early workings yet, but we are on it, and we have a plan in place, rest assured.
All right. I look forward to seeing the station back in Republic hands.
Of course. Have a wonderful day, Senator. And Orlin goes to... yes?
I'm going to be sending you a gift.
Colin, you look so annoyed.
2,000 credits personally from me as a thank you for what you've done.
Well, thank you. I'll spend it wisely.
I'm sending a Republic trade ship to your coordinates, and I want you to grab yourself a bottle of something nice and celebrate.
A little plum fruit cooler?
Plum fruit cooler?
Plum fruit cooler? What?
Senator, a man can get used to treatment like this, I tell you that.
Thank you, Orlin.
I'll go ahead and hang up.
Oh, he just said thank you to Orland.
What do I not know about the strike force for Station Resh 23?
Well, that was the mission for the other team, wasn't it? They were going to get Valak Cut Ripper to get some additional muscle so we can take back the station,
Back
right?
over the intercom. Ibisu, cockpit, please. Roger.
You just step back in like you were listening through the door.
I'm count to like 5.
I'm going to be following Ibisu like I was with him the whole time.
If we've just been so critical of my aspects of the mission, then I assumed that Ibisu's side of the mission would have been completed already. And I was just unaware.
And you decided to assure the senator it was already moving.
I said it was in early stages. We can draw that out for several cycles.
You do see the issue, though.
We were intending to go back anyways. I just decided to put it back on his radar while we're on an upswing. We don't get this many opportunities.
We are not on an upswing. You are. I'm very excited for you to get your booze and extra credits. I think you've done great at impressing the senator, but you failed to impress me.
Oh.
Well then.
Did I not inform them at all that Valak agreed, or did I just leave out the part where I said he could do what he wants with the station when we're done?
I think you just left that part.
Because I feel like I would have said, like, Valak's down.
Yeah, because you got back, and then everything just kind of
It happened all at once.
snowballed.
Yeah.
And I don't think you ever really got a chance to say anything because he was passing out and having visions.
I'm not
yeah.
trying to keep secrets. Things just keep happening.
Yeah.
You just keep waiting for your moment to talk, and then Orlin starts, and you forget.
Yes. Okay.
Well, Ibisu, do we have a plan to take Resh 23?
Well, like I said before, Valak and his swoop gang are down to assist.
Yeah.
Now,
Orlin,
whether
we've got a
that's-
swoop gang. Would you like to call the senator and tell him how well it's going?
Valak is formidable people.
And you think it's enough, based on what we saw.
Don't know yet.
How far is Resh 23?
It's all on the Hydean Way. It's like the last stop on the Hydean Way before you just go into the corporate sector.
Yeah.
Do I know how big his little swoop gang is or anything?
Yeah, it's sizable.
Okay. Another note for mostly for Orlin. Doesn't really impart our issue, but I kind of told Valak, in order to secure his assistance, that he could do what he wants with the station once we get it back.
Yes, that's fine.
What? After the conversation we just had with Radahn, that's fine.
Well,
We
yes,
just-
of course. I assumed we were going to destroy the station anyways and just, like, blame it on
That's
the...
kind of what I was
Oh.
thinking too.
And if we do it while the swoop gang is there, we've helped clean up part of the galaxy.
Wait a second now. I have friends in that group.
What?
We're going to need some team building.
Desperately.
Was this not the plan when we decided to hire criminals to help us? This is an official Republic mission. What are you talking about?
He was a war
I know we
vet.
don't talk a lot about my past, but you're working with a criminal.
I'm gonna hold a little arm up to my mouth if I had one.
And I point at Zeke.
Well, I wasn't part of the selection process of who's going to be on our team, but you're working for the Republic now.
And you're not part of the selection process on who I get to help us take this station.
Well, I welcome their help, of course.
We're not blowing them up.
Well, then.
So, Master Gunbomb, that was the only way to secure their assistance.
Fine. Orlin, if you can spin that in a way to keep the Senator happy, then very well. That's what we'll do. And we'll pick our missions and their parameters more carefully next time. As far as Telos Station's concerned, is there anyone here we can trust?
No,
I
I think
for
we've
one-
pissed off everyone we've encountered on this planet at this point. Except for Moog. Maybe not Moog.
Yeah,
But you can never trust a...
Moog
trust a
might
hut.
be cool. But also,
Moog is a problem.
yeah.
I would like to be clear about that. I don't trust Moog. He is on the list.
Oh,
of
not
people I
saying
don't
not to
him.
trust him. I'm just saying we haven't pissed him off.
What I mean is there anyone who is going to tell us whether or not we got Amarov killed? I look at Orlin. I look at Abisu.
I think the most honest person to ask that question would be Tatoa Madura.
So you would, I assume, take us to the corporate sector to get more information on Tatoa Medora?
I said no such thing. I don't think that there's any benefit to us going to the corporate sector just on a whim.
Well, fine. Yui will talk more later. I might need your help if we do venture into the corporate sector.
Yeah, we can't take this ship, boss.
I know. Could you remove any trackers from the Starfighter?
Yeah, I can get to work on that as soon as we're up in orbit.
And Abisu, would you like to make contact and say we're preparing to re-attack Station Resh 23?
I'll let him know.
A message is going to start to flash on the dashboard.
From whom?
Miko Zadaran.
Miko Zataran.
I'm going to leave and go contact them.
I answer.
Oh, hey, this is Miko Zadaran.
Yes?
Got hired by Senator Radahn.
I just
Bring you guys some supplies.
I just recognized the last name.
Uh-huh. All right, well.
I'll send you my ship code. I'm the persistent Discord.
Okay, thank you.
I'll see you soon.
Yui, take us up.
You want me to take you up and then work on the ship, or?
Take us up. I'll tell you when to work on the ship.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Captain Pilot Yui. I leave.
Yeah. And he's going to take you guys off of Telos and following the ship's codes, and you're going to see just this kind of like almost
No, I'm not, because I'm not looking. I don't care.
just this triangular shaped vessel with a big open hangar in the front. It's a merchant vessel, and it's big enough that your ship could just fly right in and land on the inside.
I am just going to the meditation chamber. You can do whatever you want, Z3. Now, Orlin, have fun.
I think Orlin's back at the med station getting a quick reapply, and then as soon as it lands, like, ooh, and then scurries.
Wait. You put the patch on yourself. You went to the cockpit. You tore it off for the call and went back to put another patch on?
Well, of course.
Yeah,
Okay.
he wanted
You
Senator
look- you
Radahn
look
to
tough.
see his big gaping wound. Know
How-
that he's putting his ass on the line out here in the frontier.
How many back to patches do we have?
Not enough for Orland.
Okay.
He's running through him like a
Cool.
madman. I think he's the only person who ever gets seriously shot.
Well, good
and
news
not on purpose.
Is
like
he
a
just
toddler
got
with Band-Aids.
2,000 credits to resupply.
Exactly.
Perfect.
Who wants to go talk to Miko Zadaran?
I don't.
Oh, Orland's going.
Okay, so the loading ramp is going to go down, and
I'm assuming that means I'm getting drug in to pick up the heavy things.
yeah,
So I'll go.
Sounds about right.
you gonna go with him?
I'm gonna kind of know that you thought something was a little up with the Bisu,
Iffy.
and so I'm gonna sneak into his room while everyone's off ship.
We'll get back to you in a second.
Cool.
So Abisu and Orlin step off the ship into this other giant ship to see a small Ortolan.
Orlin and the Ortolan.
Orlin and the Ortolan.
No.
That's a band I'd listen to.
He's got a bad blue dye job on his patchy fur and kind of almost a silly mustache and too many piercings. He's smoking a cigar, and Ortolans are these tiny little elephant boys. And they got like a little blue trunk.
Like
Was
Max
this-
Rebo.
The
Yeah.
piano
The keys
player,
player.
keys player.
Wasn't that in the Smasher Pass?
It was in the Smasher Pass.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I think you passed, if I remember.
We'll see about this one.
Okay, yeah. Well, he's only got 2 legs, no arms. He uses those for everything. And he's just going to kind of waddle up to you guys. Welcome to the Persistent Discord.
Thank you for having us. I was told that there was a shipment waiting for Orland Kensington. Mr.
Absolutely.
Sir.
All normal Republic supplies, but if you're interested, I can show you the back rooms where I keep some of my special items.
Back
You know
rooms,
what I mean.
Abisu, you hear this?
Yes.
Oh, we'd love to go.
That's what I like to hear. He's going to kick you in the shin, kind of like a pat.
Okay.
Come with me. He just spit the cigar out of his mouth that he was holding with his little trunk.
Okay.
And you're walking through basically just warehouses of just everything has Republic symbols on it. He's obviously contracted through them. And he's going to slide into a small door that you'll probably have to crouch to get into, Abisu. And for anyone not in the know, this is a perk of being on the Discord. This is the Persistent Discord, where you can put any item you want to be sold to the crew during this campaign. So all the items I'm about to read off are things that our Discord members put on there. So just kind of looking around this room, you're going to see a prototype B1 battle droid from Bactoid Combat Automata. It's a bulky version of a B1. The battery on its back is most of its size, weighing the droid down and causing it to walk forward at like a snail's pace. And it has very limited range of motion, and the arms are stuck in a firing position. Like you don't even think they can move outside of that. You see a bunch of large eggs, a 3-dimensional map of an unknown planet, boxes and boxes of grenades, what looks to be some cologne, some multi-tools, some ammo packs that are glowing a suspicious green color.
Not the green of the shards that he fired.
Right, yeah.
Okay.
Liquors and unmarked glass bottles. You see just like shelves of different droid parts and programs that you can plug into droids. A weird black cloak with an odd symbol on it. It just looks like a pair of triangles stacked in like an hourglass shape. You see some hygiene products, some rocket boots, tubs of Clatoine patty frogs.
What model rocket boots?
They're old. They're old school, so probably not as cool as the ones you used to have.
Not the P3GA 55s.
Yeah. Pallets of road flares, Always useful.
You never know.
That's a possibility.
A couple pallets of training remotes, some tool belts, some swords, some electromagnetic climbing gear, and little Jawa costumes for droids.
Okay.
So,
Oh, you're not there.
I know.
You don't get to pick what they buy. I mean,
So how much money do we have?
you got 2,000 up front for this little shopping spree, but then whatever you guys had before, it should have been about 400 each at this point
Okay.
because you've done 2 missions.
Well, thank you for coming with me, Abisu. Here's 200 credits to add to your personal stores.
Sure. Okay.
You have any questions about any of the items?
Eggs. What are those?
I don't
gesture
know.
the eggs.
They keep popping around the ship. Any I don't eat, I sell.
No, stay away from those eggs.
You remember who created the Bylar, right?
You don't bring eggs on the ship. That was in your orientation packet.
It tastes horrible, but
If there was some sort of like extra audience way to influence the story, say with like a destiny point and someone wanted to do something silly.
That would, that'd be a wild, wild thing.
Tim, this is all already audience manipulation. We don't need more.
What about this hologram of a planet here, though? And Orlin wants to check out the unnamed planet one.
yeah, that's not for sale. I actually check this out. And he's going to kind of like zoom in on it. It looks like a live feed of people who have crash landed on this planet. Like you see their crash ship and it looks like they've made kind of like makeshift huts and stuff. And he's like, I've been watching these people survive for years and I got to know what happens at the end.
I love
Is
this
this
man.
Actually,
Smash.
like people crashed on a planet,
And
not
it's like
not
a-
a reality show on the Hollows that we
It's
know
a
about.
live feed of like people
it-
surviving.
Is it my campaign?
It's your campaign.
my god!
It eventually we'll get to see it. It's the colonist campaign that Colin will be running.
Colonist.
The colonist. It's like, yeah, I can't sell it. I have to know what happens.
Well, if there's any sort of service where I can sign up to keep up to date, let me know.
I save all the footage. If you ever want to come back and watch them once every 2 months, I can take you to the Patreon room.
If I were to rank you on a tier of vendors, sir, you are at the top tier.
Well, there's lots of good stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna buy some mysterious ammo packs
He sees you kind of walk over to the table with the ammo packs. And
if they look like they'll go out of a bowcaster.
yeah, he's going to scuffle over and be like, yeah, these bad boys. Made them myself.
What do they do?
Well, they'll melt your gun, but they'll unleash a devastating volley of bolts.
But they melt my gun.
Yeah, it's kind of like I was thinking kind of like an admiral's last stand on a ship kind of thing, you know.
How much for it?
Per pack, 50.
I only need one pack if it melts my gun.
Yeah, but you might get more guns. Which I can also sell you.
In the Patreon room.
I will take a pack
One
of
pack.
those.
50 credits.
50 credits, okay. Then I want to see what possible gun upgrades I might be able to get from my bowcaster,
Okay.
if anything.
I can also upgrade your bowcaster at any point with
Yeah.
Tinkerer.
Which that'll pair
Well, I mean, at
nicely
some
if
point
you-
I'm looking at getting like a better long-range rifle. The bowcaster was just because I couldn't afford the
Right.
gun I wanted.
So you're in the special room. These are all the Discord members' items.
Right.
When I say that this is a Republic supply ship, anything in the core set that's not a lightsaber or the core rulebook, you can buy.
Okay.
Juice says auto fire.
Or not, LOL.
Auto fire.
Yeah,
Which-
so what
what's-
auto fire is going to do is you're basically going to have a fully auto bowcaster. And then you can spend 2 advantages to then attack again, basically.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take that advice.
Yeah, and Juice also reminded me that Tinker will let you give a weapon inequality, so you can improve his bowcaster.
So is auto fire something I'd buy here, or that Z3 would just like upgrade my gun to?
I'm going to say I don't remember exactly which item gives auto fire,
Okay.
but
He would have
That
it
item.
in the front row.
And then Mintharion wants to flip one of their destiny points, and we need to buy some climbing gear.
some the electromagnetic climbing gear.
I assume so, yes.
Picture those just like things you grab.
Oh, okay. Like suction cups, but
Basically suction cups, but
Sci-fi.
they're magnetic.
That's something
Okay.
Orland would go for.
Orlin has been just staring at it for the last 5 minutes.
okay, so Orland's going to look at that. Yeah, I'm going to do the auto fire on the bowcaster. Thanks, Juice. And a pack of that ammo, and I think that's probably good since no one wants me to buy the eggs.
I'll give them to you for free.
Yeah. Okay, I'll buy both of these. Throw in an egg.
I'm going to blow this fucking ship up. I can't deal with this.
I'm going to sneak and hide it in my room with the gun.
It could be anything, Colin.
Okay, I will give a destiny point to say the egg is in a stasis chamber or something. He just throws that in for free.
Sure, yeah.
Okay, sure.
It could be anything,
We don't know
Colin.
what the egg is. And besides, I'm a big game guy, you know.
I know what the-
I see an egg. I want the egg. I could make a xenology on it and see if I recognize it.
That ship has sailed,
You
my
should.
friend. You already bought it.
I'm just going to say he goes, don't look at it too long.
Why is it gonna look back?
Yeah, xenology.
Yeah, go ahead and do 5 difficulty. I think that's what we did in the last series.
It could be anything, Colin.
Oh boy. Okay, so you're done. Nope. That's a big nope.
Yeah, I'll get you one for free. And he'll get you one in a little stasis chamber and be like, take it out, beware of the smell. That's all I'm saying.
Orlin.
Yes, for my
I see you looking at those climbing gear, huh?
of all the equipment that I brought when I started this adventure, climbing gear has been really useful several times. So an upgrade would be something that I'm interested in.
Yeah, well, if you've been using the rope, you'll never go back after you use one of these guys. Unless
You're climbing a tree.
you're climbing a tree, then you'll probably want rope.
I enjoy having options.
Yeah, 400 credits.
Easy enough. I'm rather flushed today after my successes. Just hand him the credits. And then goes back to looking and, these droid pots interest me.
Okay, yeah. Check this out. And he's like, I have a slicing enhancement gear, and then I have a bootleg version, a little cheaper, but you kind of get what you pay for.
All right. And the premier version.
It's gonna run you 1,000 credits.
And then just to bounce out a game and for fun, Colin, is there anything that you were interested in? Because Haley, I assumed you were interested in the parts.
Yeah, I love some.
Not the random grenades.
I have stun grenades already.
Yeah, but these are random.
That's
you could get
way more
anything
fun.
from a frag to a thermal detonator.
Oh.
As far as me, I made my bed. I stormed off. I'll get it on the next round trip. Maybe he'll give us a punch card.
Also, if you guys need stim packs and stuff
Oh,
if you
Yeah,
wanna
that's
talk
fair. That's all
outs-
here too. Yeah.
outside of the game, if you guys want something like that.
Yeah, I'd love some droid parts. If it'd be very sweet of Orland to think of little Z3.
Yeah. And those are just the ones I wrote down. Once we're done recording, all of you guys look at on the Discord at that channel and look at all the items that everyone popped up. So next time you come back, have in mind, like, I want that.
yeah, he just gives us like a menu
Yeah.
that we can have on our data pads, and we just catch him whenever he's in the same sector or something.
Yeah.
Well, I am thinking that it's going to be worth the investment. I'd like to invest in the higher end version of the slicing tools, and if you could throw in as addition to that, just for good first time customers, look at the liquor and say that bottle, and I want to use Orland's knowledge of liquor to pick something that is somehow, like, without him knowing it, related to, like, whatever part of, like, Rat Attack that Gun Bomb is from. So, like, the champagne of whatever their liquors would be.
Yeah, so there's a hornet in it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Oh, good choice. A Rat Attack Dirt Ball. That's the name of that drink.
Well, looks like it suits him.
Tastes like peanut butter.
Tastes like bantha piss.
An acquired taste.
Yeah, I can't sell it, so take as many as you want, honestly.
Oh, lovely. Take a data pack and 5 stim packs, and we'll be out of here. Right, Abisu?
All right.
Yes, I'm good.
And are you going to try to negotiate at all, or are you happy with your freebies?
I feel like you got to haggle a little. Orland wouldn't leave without haggling.
We can haggle and say, instead of the 1,000 for just the premiere and the alcohol, 1,000 for with the stim packs and a data pad.
Give me a negotiation. Against 2 challenge die.
These repeat NPCs with their high stats.
Oh, wait. Use a destiny point. We have so many destiny points.
Yeah, you want to use a destiny point? We're going to keep these for the next episode anyway.
We have so many.
Yeah, sure. All right, well, thank you for that upgrade. Because then it's just 1 success with 3 advantages.
Yeah, you know what? I can tell you're coming back. Something tells me you're not done shopping here. It's a deal. He's going to hold a foot out.
Oh. Ew.
Shake his foot heartily. He doesn't have arms.
Or it could be his trunk.
Orland's going to shake whatever he offers, because Orland understands that some species have different, ways of greeting. He's worked in politics.
Yeah, so you guys are done on the Discord shop.
Yeah, as we head back to the ship, I'm going to radio or comm, not radio. What's that?
Yeah, what have
comm
I
for Z3
been doing this whole time? Like,
so
up until the point of you calming me, what was I doing?
You snuck into his room, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of peeking around. Give me a little perception check against Easy.
Just laying on the desk, not hidden at all.
Oh, it's not hidden at all? Then you see it. You see that gun.
I'm not hiding the gun.
Then why are you hiding everything else?
I'm not. I marked off 2 secrets this game. Yeah, I'm not hiding the gun. I just didn't want the TSF agents to see it.
See the gun.
You're sneaking around, peeking in bags.
Oh, this is going to be a problem.
Am I like looking under everything and all the spots that it could be hidden and doing this huge investigation, and then I just slowly look up and it's right in front of me on the desk.
And it's just right there.
So I imagine it's a pretty formidable gun.
It's currently in pieces.
Is it?
Because I took it apart because I'm investigating this gun.
So I don't know it's a gun. I just see pieces.
You know it's a gun.
I know it's a gun? Yeah. Okay.
Whenever you take apart a gun, you keep the shape of the gun.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Oh, man.
I'm just like checking out the construction, see if I could find anything else about it.
I don't think I would be one to just steal a gun. At least from like someone on the ship.
No, but you would steal information.
But I wouldn't steal a car. I think I'm going to take just a piece. As like
Do you roll a force die for that?
And he's got it on his like nice leather mat where you put it out to clean guns, and you just pull it down, and a couple fall off and roll away.
All right.
Clearly, the cat's been on the table.
Dark side. Well, say you take the bolt out of it. Like, you just grab the bolt,
and that's what it was holding some other pieces together, and they just
and
fall
they just
apart.
kind of fall on the ground.
Glad it wasn't the double dark side, because then I bet it would have been one of those shards that would have shut you down and put you catatonic again.
So I always like to put one Verpine Shatter Rifle in any campaign I play because I think it's one of the coolest guns they made. It is one of the most delicate pieces of equipment you can have in the game. I'm pretty sure if you roll like 3 threats, it just blows up in your hand. But it is super powerful.
Okay.
I won't say anything gets destroyed, but you can just walk out with the bolt carrier group if you'd like.
As
To clarify, because we didn't really talk about me taking this gun, I didn't take it to use it.
Oh, okay.
I took it to investigate it.
Yeah.
So I imagine as you're in the meditation room, you're just quietly sitting, and then you just hear metal pieces dropping on the floor everywhere behind you, and you just kind of wince and try and keep going at it.
Really trying to focus.
Yep. And then I'm going to roll out and roll into the meditation room. So you just hear clanging, parts falling on the floor, little treads running down the hall, and then I open the meditation door to walk into the room and see you holding the bolt in my hand.
And that's when my comm goes, "It's Z3."
Put that back.
I haven't had enough time to
Fully meditate.
fully meditate, right?
Right.
So I'll open an eye when you come in. What is that? All right. You shouldn't be snooping. I hold a hand out so you can bring it to me.
I'm going to reluctantly give it to you.
But thank you for telling me.
Good dog.
Good
I'll
dog.
look at it. Are they back yet?
And that's when you calm.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. I was going to have Z3 take a look at my bowcaster. I bought some upgrades.
Well, Z3's got something to give back anyway. I give it to you. Run along.
Would I just know because I left that gun up and took it?
So before we end the episode, I want to put out some feelers for how everyone's characters are feeling, and if the next episode we're going to Resh 23 or not.
Miggs is stressed and confused and overwhelmed and concerned about the next few missions, thinking that we're now stuck just, doing whatever dirty shit Senator Radahn wants us to. And he also feels a little bad because he was kind of mean to some crew members. So he's going to work on that once he calms down.
Luckily, I feel like you and Orlin both would like to see Senator Radahn just go.
He done.
How about you, Orlin?
Orlin feels kind of conflicted just because he can't quite comprehend why no one else is excited that they completed their mission like he is, because he's under the impression that everyone else must have something to them, at least as soul-crushing and life-ending as what's been hovering over him. So he's like, mission at all costs. So the fact that no one else is into it as him is kind of like, okay, guess I read the wrong feel of the room.
But
when
then
he-
you got distracted with some retail therapy, so now you're good, right?
Well, no. So when he comes back, what he does is he leaves the "Have a nice day" bag full of droid parts and that bottle in front of the meditation chamber while the door is still closed, then goes back to his room.
How about Abisu? Where you at?
Bisu's cool.
Yeah.
He's chill.
Yeah.
I mean, he did
He's
his
got
thing.
an egg.
He's got an egg. To him, I mean, yeah, we didn't really accomplish the mission, but we're all alive. He's following orders. So if
I'm sure
boss says we're doing Resh 23,
Right.
Bisu's cleaning his gun.
Okay.
Yep.
Are you rattled at all by the fact that that man is still out there and knows that we tried to kill him?
I think inside, yes, but he would never admit it.
Right.
Other than saying, he's going to come back.
Right.
Because I know his reputation. But then again, like I said, I don't have a history with this guy, so.
And then Z3. How's Z3 doing?
Oh, man, I think this entire thing, I'm just along for the ride.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm a little, I don't think I'm spooked by the whole thing because I have the kind of memory of a goldfish. Even though I'm a droid, I just get distracted by things. So,
Right.
oh, he's coming back. And then I just don't think about it because I saw the gun and I got excited about that.
Yeah.
And so,
As far as doing the mission, I think Miggs will just probably calm Yui and say once everyone's aboard, take us as close as we can get safely to Resh 23 and send the coordinates to Ibisu.
You got it. And we're going to end the episode with you guys flying away from Telos, hitting hyperspace towards Resh 23.